I'm having a really tough time at the minute and I don't know what to do. And I thought by coming on and sharing my story and my dilemma, it might help me come to terms with things. So, I'm a breast cancer patient. I'm also a breast cancer surgeon, but that's irrelevant. I've had breast cancer 3 times. It first came in 2015, and I had the full works of treatment: chemotherapy, mastectomy, radiotherapy, hormone blockers. I had a local recurrence in 2018, and I had another local recurrence, ow, in 2023. And that was a red ulcer on my mastectomy scar. And it was a lobular cancer that had come back for the second time, which means I'm at a higher risk of getting stage 4 advanced incurable disease in the future. And my oncologist had to think about what drugs to give me. So after surgery, because my cancer had come back and I'd already tried tamoxifen and anastrozole and letrozole, she wanted to save the tablet exemestane because that's often used with a chemo drug called everolimus for stage 4 disease. So the only hormonal option left was an injection called fulvestrant or Faslodex. Sorry, my mouth is really sore. I get that. It's an injection in each bum cheek every month for life, and that's like the hormone blockers because my cancer was sensitive to estrogen. But she also wanted to give me a drug called palbociclib, which is one of the CDK inhibitors. Now, these drugs are given for people with ER-positive breast cancer, where it's come back as in stage 4 disease, distant recurrence, i.e. not me. It's also now given to women who have a high risk of recurrence after primary breast cancer to reduce the risk it will come back. I'm kind of in this weird hinterland, if you guess. So I'm having it through the Cancer Drugs Fund, and the drug she gave me was palbociclib, and I'm on it for life. She didn't want to give me Verzenio because that can give some people quite bad diarrhea, and I didn't want to have that for the next 5, 10, 20 years, however long I have left. And she didn't want to give me ribociclib because in the beginning that meant more ECGs and blood tests and things. So we went with palbo. And I'm having a really unusual, rare side effects. If you were watching this and taking palbociclib, please don't assume this will happen to you. I think a bit of it is stress as well, but it's definitely the drugs because I've had a month off and it got a bit better. So what I get is a swollen tongue, which means it's quite hard to talk, and the edges of your tongue kind of brush against your teeth and kind of look like a squirrel's been biting at them. But my tongue gets really sore. It's not ulcers as such, but it feels blistered and it's painful and it's sore to talk and it's sore to sing and I can't kiss and I've lost my sense of taste has gone. It's a bit like being back in the middle of chemo, but I'm meant to be on these drugs for life. And my oncologist has lowered the dose and lowered the dose and lowered the dose. I'm taking a tablet every day for 2 weeks and then 2 weeks off instead of 3 weeks on, a week off, because I just can't tolerate it. And at the moment, I'm drinking tea, but it just tastes like dishwater, and I can't taste chocolate, and I can't have anything remotely spicy because that makes my tongue sore. I've managed to find Biotene toothpaste, which doesn't sting my mouth, but anything sharp, I can't eat, and it's ruining my quality of life. My tongue burns and stings almost every waking moment of the day, and I lie awake at night with it. And I've got some steroid lozenges that I gargle with that help a little bit, and a Difflam mouthwash, which just makes everything kind of numb. But it's not fun. And I don't know what to do. And it's weird because my cancer could never come back again. It was never destined to come back. And I'm on this drug for life, and I didn't need it. But there's no way of knowing that. Or my cancer did try and come back, but the palbociclib stopped it. And I will never know. I could stop the drug and my cancer was never going to come back and it doesn't make any difference to me. Or I stop the drug and I do get stage 4 disease when I'm incurable, and the drugs I'm on are probably going to have worse side effects than just this tongue. It's really, really hard and I don't know what to do. I'm having a CT scan tomorrow just to see if there is any evidence of cancer elsewhere, because we know that breast cancer, when it spreads, you'll have small deposits that are too small to give you any symptoms. And if I'm thinking about stopping the drug, I just want to make sure that there's nothing there, because that will change things. But if the CT scan is normal, so there's no evidence of stage 4 disease, I have to make a decision. and I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. My husband doesn't want me to stop, obviously. He doesn't want my breast cancer to come back. Ow. He doesn't want me to die, and I get that. I don't want to die. I don't want it to get back. But I could have another 5 or 10 years of living like this, with a painful, sore mouth, not being able to enjoy. He brings me a cup of tea every morning, and now I don't want it because it tastes horrible. And how much of a risk do you take? And when does quality of life become more than quantity? I honestly don't know. My gut is telling me that I need to stop them because I am miserable. I can't cope with a sore, burning tongue. I can't sing. It's rock choir starting next week, and it's going to be really hard. My tongue is sore and swollen, and it hurts. But what if I stop it? And 3 months later, my cancer comes back. Am I going to think it's my fault because I couldn't hack the drugs? And then I feel guilty because my mum, bless her, she broke her arm and was in horrific pain. She had bone cancer. She had her arm amputated. She had to put up with phantom pain and palliative chemo, and she died. And there were people coping with far, far more than me and not moaning about it. And should I be moaning about the fact that my tongue is sore? And should I just put up with it? I've got used to the menopause, the hot flushes, the stuff I get with the fulvestrant, the painful bum injections. I can cope with that. I've had the menopause symptoms for 10 years. That's fine. But your mouth, it's really, really hard. And I don't know what to do. I'm seeing my oncologist in a couple of weeks to try and come to a decision. And it's easy just to say, well, give it another month. I'll wait another 3 months. But I don't think I can. And I don't know how people are going to judge me or what they're going to think if I stop. And I know I shouldn't care about what other people think because this is my decision for me and I don't need to share anything with them. But I just wanted people to know. And I'd love to know what you think. And again, if you are taking palbociclib or you are about to start taking it, please don't expect this will happen to you. I don't know anyone else who's had this weird side effect. And I think part of it can be due to stress. And I've had a lot of stress in the last year or two. Mum dying, dad dying, selling the house, my dog having cancer, it doesn't stop. But it definitely gets better when I stop the drug. And I think I need to stop the drug. What do you think I should do?